I can't believe it. From someone who hated exercise because I couldn't stand feeling tired or looking sweaty, here I am for the third time, packing my bags and flying to a new city to run a marathon, or more precisely, a half marathon. This time, I'm running in Pleiku, a mountainous city I haven't been to before. 13.1 miles, 21.1 kilometers, one new city. Let's do this. So it's only about 520 kilometers from where I live. So it's just a quick 15-minute flight and I've arrived in this city. For those who don't know, a marathon is a community-based running event open to anyone who loves running, and you'll need to buy a ticket to participate in one of the four popular distances: 5, 10, 21, or 42 kilometers. I have to arrive a day before the race to pick up my race kit. So many other runners also come to collect their kits, creating an exciting atmosphere. This is a day I really enjoy because I love the feeling of anticipation when the event is about to happen but hasn't yet. It gives me space to imagine and savor that excitement. There are big pickup counters and merchandise booths. Walking into the race expo feels like stepping into a vibrant festival. And of course, what I'm most curious about is what items the race kit would include. After opening it, I'm quite impressed by the number of items inside. Even though this isn't my first marathon, it's still a little overwhelming. There's so much to take in. But feeling this enthusiastic atmosphere is such a great way to mentally prepare for tomorrow. I woke up at 4:20 a.m. to get ready. The race starts at 5:30, so there's not much time to waste. Here I am at the starting line. Everyone's warming up. The energy is amazing. The sky is still dark and there's a crispness in the air. And just like that, we're on our way. The cool, fresh air and the slight chill make it the perfect start for a run. Time to enjoy this adventure. There's this adrenaline rush, like I'm really doing this. I'm taking it all in, the city, the other runners, the vibe. It's like the perfect mix of excitement and nerves. Well, honestly, in these early kilometers, it feels almost easy, and I'm just enjoying the moment. My legs are fresh, and the crowd energy is electric, and I settle into my rhythm. After 5 kilometers, the excitement from the start line is still there, but now it's balanced with the reality of the challenge ahead. The initial adrenaline fades, and I settle into a steady rhythm. My breathing evens out, and I focus on pacing myself. No more flying on pure excitement. The crowd thins out a bit, and is quieter, giving me a chance to really take in the surroundings. For now, I'm feeling good, but there's still a long way to go. It's not tough yet, but I know I need to conserve energy. My pace is considered slow compared to most runners. But for me, it's already tiring. I don't have a goal to finish the 21 kilometers within a certain time. Just crossing the finish line before the cutoff time is already a success for me. Okay. From 10 kilometers, I can feel the fatigue starting to set in. My legs are definitely starting to ache, and I'm definitely not gliding anymore. But I'm also kind of in the zone, just focusing on putting one foot in front of the other. It's not easy anymore, but I know the finish line is getting closer, and that thought keeps me going. By 15 kilometers, I start to feel exhausted and have to walk more often. The sunlight has become much harsher compared to the start of the race, and running while already tired under the blazing heat is no easy task. Luckily, after pushing through the scorching stretch, I reached the pine forest where the air is much cooler and more refreshing. From 17 kilometers, the struggle gets real. My legs feel like they're made of lead, and every step takes more effort than the last. My feet are sore, and my muscles are heavy. I'm starting to get that war feeling, where it's less about the physical and more about pushing through mentally. There are many moments when I have to slow down and walk. I really want to stop, but I know if I do, it will be even harder to start running again. So I keep telling myself to keep moving. At this point, I start imagining crossing the finish line, drinking a refreshing glass of coconut water, and then heading back to my room for the most satisfying nap ever. But there's still a few kilometers to go. I focus on each step and on reaching the next kilometer marker. Sometimes the question, why am I doing this to myself, pops into my head, and I can't help but chuckle to myself. At 21 kilometers, it's a mix of pure relief and exhaustion. I can't believe I'm finally here, but at the same time, every part of my body is screaming for a break. I'm almost drained. Seeing that final stretch ahead gives me a burst of energy. The finish line is finally here after 4 hours. I feel a huge sense of relief. Finally, I've completed the race. It's such an incredible moment, and I'm happy knowing I made it to the end. Why am I doing this? It's exactly for this feeling of accomplishment. So yes, I finished a half marathon race again, but it's not about one race or the next race. It's about a routine that is incorporated into my daily life. I ran because it's a way for me to truly connect to my body. When I'm out there, it's just me and the movement, and I can feel every step, every breath reminding me of my strength and limits. It's also my way of fighting silence, not in the external world, but within myself. The rhythmic pace of my feet on the ground and my heartbeats clear my mind and allow me to stay in the present. But above all, running is a way to celebrate the gift of health. The freedom of movement instantly reminds me to be grateful for my healthy body. Each step I take is a reminder of what my body is capable of, something I often take for granted. Not everyone has the ability to run, walk, or even move freely, and being able to do so is a huge privilege. That gratitude alone makes all my worries feel small and makes me feel truly blessed. One of the biggest lessons I've learned from running is to take my time and not rush things. I ran slow, and at first I used to feel frustrated by that, comparing myself to others who zoomed past. But over time, I realized that there's no rush. If this is the pace I can run at, then so be it. As long as I cross the finish line, that's all that matters. I've applied this mindset to everything I do in my life, whether it's running, creating a video, or building a small business. I can do it all at my own pace. Everyone has a unique background and any comparison is irrelevant. That's why I no longer get caught up in the need to rush through everything. Instead, I allow myself to take it slow and enjoy a deeper and more fulfilling experience.